What is going to look at me? No, I'm that kind of radical.
When she told me she was a pastor, when she said I'm a pastor,
my swag.
I was like, I dressed back like
I was wearing one of my
short skirts, short gown. Sorry, I was like, hey, pastor.
My bead.
So when she said Christ Embassy,
bead on my legs.
When she said Christ Embassy, I was not like, okay, I know those guys are dope. They are packaged, they are fresh.
No, she might not that came
because you think I'm the one that wants to marry her.
A whole lot of people.
Young guys like me. She said they no go. If I leave, I'm like, you know how many young guys go. So let me tell you, even in this way we are. Leave people coming online to say marry older guy, older lady marrying younger guy. God for I can't do that. Even ladies that are saying they can't do that. Have you small boys. The only crime we committed is that we did the right thing that made it legal. You know, say most times a men cheat with girls when no reach their wives
at all. A place ground, you know. I told him, I took him there. He sat down. I showed him the style. He said you're a bad girl. I said bad girl for you. I'll be a bad anything good to take you there. Women should take over, please. Some men don't like cheating. You know, I think next time you call me, let me come and talk about who exactly I am. I'm a counselor. Okay. I hear stories every day. Some men that are cheating don't want to cheat. 85% is from their women. But I'm not going to talk about it because we're here to talk about ourselves. So what I'm saying is that my game is up.
The game is up.
So then women, what you should look out for, not just every random man either. Look at, like I said, I was looking for, Abraham said he was looking for a city where God is the maker. I was looking for, actually when I defined what I wanted, people were saying you're looking for, this is God. I said, but I think I'll find my God. A man who respects. You have heard what he said about cheating.
Yes.
He didn't just say it here. When we were not dating. This is one man that respects whoever he was with them. He doesn't play with her.
It's a pleasure once again to have you on set on The Governor Official. I'm Princess Annabelle, and I have with me here today on The Governor Official my amazing couple, Mr. and Mrs. Diamond Apple. Okay, so we're here to talk about a very, 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 very interesting and controversial topic about how to know the right person for the altar. Does this make sense? Young girls out there, pay attention, very, very close attention to this topic to know if he's the right person for you. And Mr. Chairman, listen to him so you'd also know if she's the right person for you. We're here to talk about, like I said earlier, how to know the right person for the altar. And Mr. Apple and his wife, see her sitting pretty. And of course, her very young and alluring husband are here to analyze this issue. We want to dice it so that you will now go understand very well. Why are we doing this? We're doing this so you don't go and make mistakes in future. Marriage is not something you want to rush in and rush out of. Is that not so, ma'am? So today we'll be talking about knowing him, knowing her. Madam, for young ladies out there, what's your advice about, paying keen attention to knowing if this man is the right person for her so she doesn't make mistakes that she would regret?
All right, thank you. Like she said, I am Mrs. Apple. Mrs. Diamond Apple.
Yes, please.
And this is my husband. Will you permit me to say, can my husband talk first on this?
Please, go ahead. Go ahead.
He has a lot to say, and based on his own
analysis.
I will not bring out the things that made me say yes to him.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
So there was something that made you say yes to him. We want to listen. We want to listen to all of that. Now, the ball is in your court.
They say ladies first. I don't know why they are passing the ball.
It's okay.
But no wahala. So
all right.
Since they're giving me the baton, I guess it's time to run.
Yes, please.
So, big shout out to the Governor's TV.
Yay.
We want to thank you guys for having us here.
Yes.
Yeah, so I go by the name of Be Praise, aka I'm Apple, she's Diamond, together with Diamond Apple.
Yes.
You said, why is it necessary for the lady or a guy or a G out there to know if this person is the right person for you before you go into marriage?
Exactly.
The answer is very simple. You see, marriage is an unending institution. What do I mean? When you get married, they give you something, a wedding band. For in most marriage ceremonies, you hear when the priest, what do you have to present as a symbol of your The reason for the wedding band is because it's a circle that there's no breaking in the circle
At all.
You can see it. It's just there.
It's there.
Meaning it does not end.
It doesn't end.
So you need to understand first. Forget what social media and the world today is portraying, that marriage you can enter and if it gets bad, you get out.
Yes, because that's what's happening, playing out right now. Yes.
The truth.
Yes.
Let's just
a
call
lot
it
of
spade a
celebrities.
spade. That's one thing I like about this podcast. People say it as it is.
Yes.
Marriage, there's no outing option. Once you get in, you're in.
So you don't go in with the mindset that
If it gets bad, if anything goes wrong, I'm out.
so you're stuck here. Like there's nothing.
Like this is till the rapture or till anything happens.
Wow.
It's not just the Bieber song till the end of the world.
Why are you smiling?
I'm blushing.
I am blushing.
So that's why, my guy, that's why you need to understand, say, you guys stay careful. Before you carry this person walk, I go altar. You go know, say, that movement is one way. It's a one-way
Straight up.
traffic. You know, they go back.
Straight up.
You understand?
I get you.
Forget what is being painted today about marriage.
So what should he really look out for?
So the things you should look out for now, that's the issue. It's not, let me tell you the truth. To be honest with you, I can come here now and list out, give you 10 things to look out for in a woman that you want to take to the altar. And even my wife will tell the ladies 20 things to look out for in a man. But I'll tell you the truth, man. What may work for me may not work for you. That is the truth.
So the things you are looking out for
May turn out to be, I may be looking out for something, and I'll tell you to look out for those things. You look out for those same things, find them, and still meet issues.
So what were the things you really saw?
So, okay.
Yes.
If it's from my own experience, that's
Yes.
all I can do is use my own experience to paint a
Justify
picture for
this.
you.
Yes.
Then you can, because this journey of marriage is every man for himself. Every woman for himself. You understand? The challenges we face will not be the same challenges you face. You get? So it's everybody on your own race. So the issue now is, what do I look out for? The question is, how do you know this is the right person? Let me say this thing first of all. Sorry. Do you really think the right person for you exists?
If the right person.
I'm saying from a personal point of view now. I know a lot of big marriage counselors out there have tried to tell us how you can know the right person. But let me just say this to you, young lady, young man. There's no right person for you out there. Forget it.
What do you mean?
You will never.
There's no right person out there. So you make the person right.
See.
Or you take the person from left to right.
If you get 5 men and 5 women, and tell the 5 men to describe who you believe is the right person for you. You know who is right for you, who you think in your mind is right for you. And tell the ladies also, that's like describing your dream man.
You haven't answered this question.
I want to answer it for you. And then describe your dream woman. You see that the 5 ladies will be describing a particular man. And the 5 guys may also be describing a particular type of woman.
Oh.
Now listen, as a man, your dream woman is already somebody's wife. And your dream man as a lady is somebody's husband already. That is the truth. There is no right person for you. The only thing you can do is to become the right person.
Now you're even making this topic more controversial than it seems. That there's no right person for you.
This topic is a table shaker.
And I think you are trying to avoid. Anyways, let me not go further. Actually, I wanted to ask how long. You're a couple, right? How long have your union actually lasted? How long have you been in this? And how long do you intend to continue? Is it forever? Or yes. I there's a reason why I'm asking. Actually.
All right. So we are 3 years.
Wow.
4 years now.
Wow.
The thing is, we have processes. We had processes in this marriage. We had the court, which is the one we went
Decided
on our own.
to do.
That's the one that we recognize we count as our year, our beginning. That was in October 31st, 2023.
Wow.
That was when we did our court wedding. Then, but we, the regular, when we did that, we now went for the regular, 2022, sorry.
Okay.
So, went for the regular traditional.
Trust women, they will always correct the dates.
They have the dates together. So, the traditional wedding was on 21st January 23. Then the white wedding was on Valentine's Day, 14th February.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're a Valentine's Day couple. So,
yes.
From, if I want to count from the church wedding, we are 2 years plus. But from our court wedding, which was in 2022,
wow,
we are 3 years.
Wow.
Heading to.
Your wedding broke the internet at some point.
Yeah.
What really happened?
Okay, do I come in here?
Yes, please come in. I've been waiting for you to speak like forever.
That's a question my husband did not answer.
Yes, he did not.
I expected him to talk about what you look at for when you want to get married. Okay, like as a woman, I know that one thing. I'm a believer of marriage. So I don't believe, just like he said, I don't believe in coming in and jumping out. I tell people is one that marriage has one door. As you enter, it's cemented.
Straight.
You're there. You do what works for you. What, like he said, what works for me might not work for you. So I was very, very intentional. Very intentional. That's what I would tell every young girl out there. Be intentional who you will
Choose.
spend this eternity with. Choose your master very well. Do you understand? Because if you marry weapon fashion against you, you carry yourself and come for counseling. That's why some people say, I support men. You carry yourself and come for counseling. I will tell you to sit down in your husband's house because you chose him. Men don't choose women. Hear me loud. Men don't choose women.
You're speaking from a woman's perspective.
Yeah,
now.
they found you.
You chose them.
You chose them. And because they like shawarma and ice cream, they chose rubbish. And when you come and tell you that you will not go, it becomes a problem. Did you see it now? I did not choose shawarma. I did not choose rubbish. So tomorrow, I like it when you introduce me as Mrs. If you don't want to know, I always say my husband.
True.
Do you understand?
I've always
not
said
because
that.
he's cute.
Yes. Yes.
Not
Now he's
because
blushing
handsome,
too.
but
Okay.
there's something inside of him. Do you understand?
That you saw.
Yes. When we met, we were friends. We met at the mall, and that's where we had our court wedding.
At the mall?
Yes, we're intentional. We're very intentional couple.
Everyday supermarket.
Everyday supermarket.
Really?
I saw a cute young man pass me, he greeted me with smiles. Me being a fashion kind of person, with smile. We got talking. Pastor Favor will be praised.
Yes.
Photographer. I said, really? He has the two. I have the people. So I told him, I said, we can work together. So we started working together. I don't take nonsense calls. He knows, he will tell you. I'm not in the, what are you wearing? What did you eat this evening? You don't ask
Can
me
I see
such
this?
things.
Can I see that?
You don't ask me. When you look at me, not because of my age, not because of my size, but because of, it's not what I want for. I'm not looking for fun in a man. I'm looking for God.
First.
You know, people, when I say I'm looking for this God, it shocks people. I'm looking for God. It takes a man who loves God, who will outside there.
True.
Temptation, they will throw themselves at a man.
At every corner.
He's a photographer. I'm carrying camera. I am also a photographer.
Yes.
I snap his video. Somebody will, I mean, snap you. Now you go ask man for number.
You've had such situations.
Oh, no, it's terribly.
Please, hold on. Hold on, ma. In this town,
Yes.
women come after him.
Everywhere. It happens. So I wasn't looking,
Ah.
I was looking for God.
Okay, let me tell you something we do now. I had to now cram her number. So when you ask me for my number, I'll now give you a number. So I will just put my number for you. And they always chat me up, chat. So
So you're confirming that women have been
it's
at
normal now.
Of course.
Normal now.
knowing that you're married and everything, they still come for you.
It's even because you're married that they are now coming.
Do you understand? So most times,
Are you serious?
I was looking at, I want to find God. Do you understand? And we took time. There was no marriage between me and him. There was no relationship between me and him.
Yes.
We are workers. Do you understand? But he got the conviction first. He got the conviction, asked God, and God gave him direction. He said, okay, I don't know how I'm going to talk to her because she's a very high-profile person and she's strict. She's not even romantic. If she's a romantic kind of person,
It
I
will
would
be
know
a
how to
different
get
ball
across
game.
to her. So how am I going to take the matter to her? And I'm a beans. So and then propose her. Unlike the people that go and write flower, we know you know they're going to propose to you. Why are you lying to? Who are you lying to?
So you made all of these things on stage, right? Most of them.
Yes,
Age
now.
since now. They know
I'm a
you're-
photographer,
you
so I know what I didn't
you
know.
know
I was,
they're going to propose to you.
nah,
now.
her beans. I was selecting my beans. You know what is selecting my beans? And he came with.
I've said this thing before that the moments that will really count in your life, the camera won't be rolling on the day you make
Yes.
those decisions. Decisions that will change your life. There won't be any camera
Because
rolling.
I wasn't expecting
The day
it.
you will
I was
make
on my
them.
bomb shot. Was my spaghetti doing my beans, and he brought a ring. Will you marry me? Like we have a daughter. Are you aware?
No, I'm not sure.
We have
I'm
a
not-
beautiful daughter.
Really?
And my daughter was there. Mommy, say yes, say yes, say yes. She actually chose a man for me. I don't know. She said, say yes, say yes, say yes. Yes. I was looking at
Are you
her.
confused?
The idea was so that in case she
Okay.
she turns it down,
They would say
I'll just
it's a
say it
joke.
was a joke now. Now just play. They know they play. You understand? Because I didn't.
You were not sure what her answers would be.
I didn't, but I know I was convinced that this is your wife. Okay, see, actually, when I met her, I was engaged to one sister in church I was supposed to get married to. This was in 2021. Yes, 2021. I was engaged. So actually, you know now, I say church brother.
Yes.
I was one of the youth coordinators, and also they were suggesting to me, this sister is good. This sister, and this sister is younger than me. You know, we live in a society where everybody believes that the husband must be older than the wife.
Just like
So she's younger than you.
Yeah,
And
the
just
person
like the
was supposed to
person
get
that
married.
told them, most and milk gives blood. So
told them
a
that
husband
the husband must be older than
the
you.
wife. That's the tradition.
That's the tradition,
Nigeria.
actually.
So,
actually, yes, true.
You know why this? You talked about why the marriage really broke the internet. Of course, you know, if how do I say this? How do I say this?
If you had married a younger person,
it wouldn't have been a big deal. Marriage is happening every day.
True.
Do you understand? I want to understand. Marriages are happening every single Saturday. I'm a photographer. In fact, tomorrow there's a traditional wedding somewhere at Aguilera. So marriages are happening every day. Even the Bible records that, just like in the day of Noah, men were eating and drinking, giving their daughters in marriage and marrying. So marriage is a long tradition that will keep on happening until the end of the earth, of this world. Marriage won't stop.
Shouldn't stop.
So, but
Made
why
us-
did this particular marriage now stand out? What's so special about what we did? It's not as if I'm the first person that's marrying someone older than me. It's not as if.
Yes.
But I believe the difference is that I didn't just marry someone older than me. I've seen guys online, social media, that marry people older than them. Either the lady is rich, ladies, you understand?
Yes.
So that one, people find a way to understand that, okay, she's rich. Or maybe someone overseas, maybe
Yes, a white
Igbo
woman
boy
and all that.
go marry white,
Yes,
one
we
white
they see
girl,
and well
one
well
black
now.
American.
Yes.
People are okay with that. But
This one is in
you don't marry
Nigeria.
an overseas
I wanted to
person.
ask
This person dey here.
I wanted to ask
This person no get money like saying na money. Because when you can't look where you go, see, it's not as if there's money. You understand? And no be saying na outside woman away from outside. Na here on a day.
Oui.
Una do this kind of thing.
Oui, package.
Wait, there's something at jazz. Something then jazz me.
Are you
Some talk
serious?
say they don't this one they don't use Kayamata Hulam.
Are you
understand?
serious?
So I think that's why this one looks very weird because here in Igbo, because someone asked me where is she from? Is she from outside? She from South Africa? I think she's from Mbano.
I tell that story. There's one wedding.
Oh my God.
One house opening we went for recently. So the woman, you know, my husband looks pretty young when he come out. You won't believe that he's an expert in his field. He is. So the woman I said, "Oh, Oyopi boy."
The woman said, "Oh, photographer, but the guy you are."
So he now said, "Ma,
I told you,
I
man.
am married. My wife."
I don't know what you know about what you might think.
The woman was like,
Okay, you were with him.
Yes.
On
She
the
works
set.
with me.
On set.
She joined. She works with me.
she America Lotta.
Mm.
I said, "No, ma. That's it. Where is she coming from?" She's coming from my house. She's my wife. This happened not up to 5 months ago. Do you understand? So the woman was the kind. First of all, she was calm. All through that program, she was calm. She measured her
So
words.
we're used to all those. We're used to all those.
And
So
that
you
was-
get all of those negative
Yeah. So
things
That
from
was why
society.
when we were cutting, I told him first of all, I said, it's not going to be easy. Do you understand?
I get.
It's not going to be easy. We'll cut. Through courtship, anyada takwa shawarma, kajata meat pie. We're going to talk. We'll talk about
I have a conversation
we'll
actually.
have a conversation. Fully. Your obsessions, your fantasy. I want to know them. And you have to know them. Then I have to find out the things I should find out myself. Spiritually, and the things you find out yourself. So that we know
How to
are we
measure
in for
up.
them. At times when we go inside the market, like we're inside the market, nna butere maga aba.
Are you serious?
You dare address him as my son. Do you understand? And I would look at his face. At times, I wasn't ready to face the word about this marriage anyway. Yeah, that was why I opted for court wedding and just go and rest. I don't want.
You want your
but
peace of mind, though.
His audacity needs to be
Studied.
He has an audacity. He's just a wise man in the body of a young guy.
Wow.
Once you call me his mother, he will tell you she's not my mother, she's my wife.
Straight up.
I'm
Anywhere.
ready, I'm ready to just
Take it.
Let me go marry a young man. So me they throw but he would tell you straight on and said, my wife, not my mother.
Not my life now.
Straight up.
How you no go
And
make
the
mistake
day,
now?
the one
No,
that
no,
came
no,
to
Because
mistake.
you think I'm the one that wants to marry her.
a whole lot of people.
Young guys like me, you say they no go. If I leave, I'm like, you know how many young guys go. See, let me tell you, even in this way we are. Leave people coming online to say marry older guy, older lady marrying younger guy. Go for it. I can't do that. Even ladies that are saying they can't do that, have you small boys. The only crime we committed is that we did the right thing and made it legal.
I made it legal.
That's
I made
the
it
only crime committed,
open.
though. Everybody's doing the same thing. Many women, they're both married women. I have young boys, some boys that they're even doing. Younger than me said that they're having sexual relationship with.
There was another issue incident that happened. That was during a burial. We went for the burial that night. The next day is the night of the wakekeeping. That's our job now. We go.
You go and sleep over.
Yes, we sleep over. Not all the jobs. Anyway, depends on the client. So I was tired. So I was leaning on my husband outside where they were doing the night wakekeep. That's my thing. Ifem Kobo. So I don't owe anybody an explanation to lie down.
I know. Yes.
So I know the MC knows that this might be husband and wife because of the way we're playing around. So he came.
You're playing around on your job.
Maybe just want to no. Sit down and
Okay.
So he wants like photographer. So you came here with your mother. Like I said, my husband's audacity needs to be studied. He there and there told him, she is my wife. My beautiful. Well, he will not tell you without telling my beautiful wife.
Oh.
The guy say, hey, let her confirm. I said, well, what do you want me to confirm for you? Even if I say yes or no, will you remove this ring in my finger? It's not going to do anything to me, okay? So my husband now continued with the job he was doing. The guy actually came to me. Nah, mama, you're too fine. You're a very fine chick. I said, change the number. Try another lyrics because this song,
it has expired.
It has expired. So sing another one. I'm not going to tell in details what happened, but from every indication I asked him, what's your age? My husband is actually older than him.
Can you imagine?
And he doesn't mind us dating. But you spited us. I being a wife.
And then you now came secretly.
And he came secretly.
Snitches.
So
That's what we literally see.
Every time.
People come out to say, I can't do this, I can't do it, but at the back,
your energy, can you contend with this? How long do you want to stand with all of this? You chose it. You just like you said initially. Yes. Do you think your energy is going to continue on this level for like
at this point? I think people are getting used to us.
Let me tell you, speaking about energy, that brings me to make a point. We are talking about how do you know the right person?
Yes.
And I told you there's basically no right person. If you want to go with my own ideology, don't think you're going to walk on the road one day and jam the right woman for you. You won't. You have to become the right man.
First of all.
The woman. Do you understand? Because it is you that would make that woman become right for you as a man. You see, there are two types of people on this earth. There are two categories of people. When it comes to marriage, just use this analogy I'm going to give you. The first category are those who follow instruction. And the second category are those who follow conviction. I don't know if you know what conviction means. Now, an instruction can be given. Okay, let me use an instance. Like in the Bible, they gave an instruction. King Nebuchadnezzar gave an instruction. Once you hear the sound of they told us in Sunday school now the story of those three Jewish boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Once you hear the sound of this music, they just bow down and worship.
That was an instruction.
Many people in that day, in that society, let's say it's in Owerri, many people don't know why we're supposed to bow down and worship. We don't even know what this thing is, but the government just said, once you hear, bow and worship. Let me tell you, 90% of people heard and just bowed and because they told them to bow and worship. See, what they did is right because they obeyed
the instruction.
Do you understand? Just like in our society today, there's an instruction, your husband must be older than you. As a woman,
tell them
you must marry a man that is mature. Mature is age. To them, a man is mature because he's now going to 38, 39, 40. A man is mature, ready for marriage because he has money. Because he has a good car. That is the instruction. I want you to understand. I hope you understand what I mean by instruction.
You, yes.
So people are following that instruction. So a lady wants to get married now. She has 2 men in her life. This one is steady, stable now. He's mature. He has money. He's good. He has a good job. This other one may even be younger than this other one. And this one, he be like saying never ready. Now the lady could just say, "Make I see my husband here."
I mean, why her heart is telling her this.
Meanwhile, her heart
go back to their S.
Her heart, which is
and that is it.
You see, her heart, which is where your conviction comes from, is saying this one is the one for you.
And that is it.
But because it's not. So those 3 guys, when everybody bows down, they refuse to bow. They say, we no go bow. Why? Because they had their own personal conviction. Why they didn't want to do it? Their conviction made them become scapegoats. Just like we have become scapegoats. Do you understand? So they selected them from there. Funny enough is that people who move with convictions are the ones that always win. Go and check any marriage standing. See, people are talking about divorce. The background where I'm coming from, I'm an Anglican. But I don't. I'm an Anglican, born an Anglican, raised an Anglican. Though
She said you also married in an Anglican church.
I had to. Yeah, I got married in my home church. I'm an Anglican. So, but I worship everywhere. I'm a Pentecostal. The only one I'm not doing is traditional. But once the name of the Lord is being called there,
you are there.
Fellowship with the brethren. It's the spirit we are following, not the name of the church. So, but why am I saying this? From the background where I'm coming from, see, divorce is even they tell you why we are getting married. Beyond the ring you're wearing, there's something our priests always do. They use their preaching scarf to bind your hands together. That one is a spiritual thing. That one means because my dad is a priest. He's an Anglican.
Your dad is a priest.
Yeah, my dad is a canon.
This mess is more interesting.
Yes, my dad is an
Anglican canon.
So my dad told me the implication of that thing. That thing is minus your ring. That one now before God, even when the priest has bounded your hands with that his thing and prayed for you and removes it. If you say you want to divorce tomorrow as an Anglican, what they'll tell you is, you see everybody that was seated that day you got married, you must bring everybody together again.
Dead or alive.
if anybody has died, you go and bring them from the grave. They must be seated to witness your divorce. That's why from where background I'm coming from, I've seen people that have stayed 70 years in marriage. My father's friends, my family friends. I don't know any of my father's friends or our family friends that we look at that is divorced.
Wow.
We have seen them celebrate Golden Jubilee. We have seen their children celebrate. That's my big uncles. I've seen them celebrate 25 years Silver Jubilee. So I don't even know what this divorce thing is all about. Where I had first experience of divorce, I now got to understand and really listen to these divorce things when I met her. Because if you hear her own story, where she came from, you will understand that if anybody has a reason to carry marriage, see this topic of marriage, fold it like this, throw it into the dustbin and say, to hell with marriage, she's the one. She has legal reason to stand before God.
Are you serious?
And tell God that I should not get married.
I don't know this part.
There are a lot of things you won't know.
It's not everything that we bring out.
You understand?
Social media doesn't forget.
If you
that's why
and the funny thing is, listen. See, the funny thing is that the man that did what he did to her is a man that is older than her. I'm driving to somewhere.
Yes,
he's a man that is older than her. Do you understand? So it's not about age. That if somebody is older than you doesn't mean he's ready or emotionally or this ready for marriage. So it's about your conviction. So personally, when it got to me, like I said, when I knew that this is my wife, in fact, the Holy Spirit, he gave the conviction that I had, or the proof, like the litmus test that confirmed that says, see, this one was that he said, like I told you, there were two ladies in my life. I had to go and break my engagement with the other one and tell her I'm not getting married again. I'm not doing it again.
You broke somebody's heart for her.
Say it like that. But I had to do what was best for me.
This is serious.
Because I could have chosen. There's a scripture in the Bible that says the narrow way and the broad way. Those that know Bible. The broad way. You know one thing about the broad way is that it is wide.
Yes.
You can go with plenty things. Yes. Friends who can join you. Then there's a narrow way. The narrow way, Jesus said, only few find it, and you will walk the narrow way alone. The way God relates with me, he kept two of them on the way. The other one was the broad way, she was the narrow way. So I was like, what does this mean? He said, if you take this choice, which I want you to go for, you will go alone. People won't support you. Your friends will turn their back on you. Your mom and my church knows how to celebrate you. They would. You won't, all those family, community of friends come together. They will not. You will face opposition. You will go alone. It will be your mind. If your mind no strong, you go turn back.
Oh, wow.
But if you go this other way, they will support you. You will get. I'm sure if I went the other way, even after maybe on our wedding day, they will give me a free apartment. I'm telling you.
So I wanted to ask again, ma'am. The very first day you took her to your family, to show your parents, what was the expression like?
There's this on our anniversary day.
What is one thing that you would never forget that happened?
I did a live video and I said I gave a shout out to my dad and my mom.
Oh wow!
And I'm doing that shout out for them again.
Wow.
Reverend Canon Arosi Okwa and his wife.
Wow!
Any child that has parents like that, see the best gifts you get. The best gifts you can give to your child as a parent is not landed properties. It's not wealth. It's not money. It's good though. leave money for them, give them good education, no. But beyond that, let them have a relationship with the spirit that created them, with the force that created them. In my own case, is with Jesus Christ, with God. My parents, oh God, I the kind of life I lived in school, growing up in a Christian home. Most of us that grew up in, pastors' children are the worst, are the baddest. No?
Yeah, true.
I was a typical example of the child, the student. They will tell you when you go to school, avoid bad friends. Bima, in photo here. I was the one that will influence you to make you will forget school. They know me in school. I ran for director of socials. Like I was like, when they tell you this guy is a pastor's son, you'll be like, it's a lie. What didn't I do? Is it smoke? Is it dance? I was into entertainment. I was an entertainer.
A bad one.
Till tomorrow. I've not seen any dancer that will beat me in dance. And even now.
Okay, you dance too.
Yeah. I sing. So
most of the songs on my background is his song.
Okay.
Taking her to my father. Like I said, I was already sure that
you were convinced.
My wife. I knew. Because I've already introduced Jora, my friend, to my dad. I said, see this sister. She came home. My dad, that's the first girl I'm ever telling my dad, this is my friend. I put my pa, if you ask my pa whether I get
they were just tired of you.
If you ask my pa whether I get girlfriend, he will tell you that I've only had one female friend in my life, and that's that girl. You know, no say I don't, because when I come home, we are good guys at home.
Comported.
We are good. Jones now, my father is a very strict man. You know if he Jones for house now. But when we go outside, it's just stories you'll be here. My dad is not someone that you tell things and you believe what
because you've displayed.
But one thing he passed down to me that the Bible says train up a child in the way he should go. When he's old, there's a time when those things you're instilling in your child, the child may still be behaving stubborn. No? Keep telling him the right thing. Keep
don't
doing
stop.
The right thing.
Don't stop.
There's a time in his life that will come. The one that owns him will catch him.
When was that time for you?
It was April 25th, 2017. That's the day I just gave my life to Jesus and just let everything go. I said, okay, let me stop struggling. Because he came from me. God came from me.
Particularly.
Was frustrating me. I'm someone that I have this grace. Wherever I go, like doors open for me. Financial. You know, my dad, let me say this off record, but on record. My dad disowned me.
Jesus.
He said, so you don't want to stop this dancing thing? Because they hated that my dancing career and everything. That's one thing one mistake parents do. You see your child has this gift. That's why you go is better than us. They will see that thing early and carry you and put you where you become a giant there. But us, they will tell you, go to school. Now, the school I went, the certificate I have, what am I doing?
How far?
See, I'm carrying camera today. Okay. Camera is feeding me.
Yes.
But the certificate, where is it? So, parents have to, there are a lot of things, Sha. So now I say, the best gift you can give to your child is this spiritual alertness, awareness. That, see, beyond who I am a spirit.
On your own.
You understand? And I have my communication with my maker is what makes my life easier. So when I had confirmed that's my own part of it, I said, okay, fine. I have to tell my father. I must tell him. There's no how I'll get mad without telling him. So when I went to tell him, meanwhile, he has already been hearing, people have already been saying, because we work together, she came into my life, changed, that my business is what it is today. That my company is what it is today is because I met a woman that is not after, gimme. She, it's grace and I'm lucky that I met someone that had my best interest at heart. So when you're dating somebody, guy, you go know if that lady get your interest at heart.
I swear.
You get girl where you go date with now. You go know whether, it's not about whether she's giving you her body or she's treating you. You will know if this person has your interest. Imagine someone I was dating, the other lady I was dating. Let me tell you something. You know what they told me? This one you're not doing anything now. I had a drone. My dad when I said, okay, I need something to do during COVID-19. COVID, I was like, what do I do now? So I started seeing these drone things because I had this boss. My boss, I was following him around. Shout out to Aplom Imagery. I was following him around. He's a big guy in town here. So I said, I don't want to be carrying camera like everybody. I want to do something different. So I saw he hires drones. So I said, let me buy a drone. It was expensive. So I told my dad. My dad said he will loan me the money. You will not get the money, but he loaned me the money. He said I'll pay back. So but he gave me the
So
he bought me the drone. So he bought me the drone. You understand? So when my other betrothed, they told me they know I'm good with camera. Anybody that I can take my phone now. What I'll create with my phone, you'll be like, now phone you do this thing.
Don't forget this camera thing. Ask me a question on this camera thing. Don't forget.
Please don't ask her. I think I know what she wants to. Don't ask her. I think I know what she wants to. Don't ask her.
Don't ask her. I want to hear her say something.
I want to say something.
What do you want to say about the camera thing? Please, go ahead.
No, he has to permit
Let
you.
me continue.
Okay, he has to permit you to say it. Okay.
Let me finish it.
Okay.
She can say, but let me finish. She just wants to fall my hand. You know, now people grow. You have to grow. That's if I was
Oh my
perfect.
God, your connectivity is amazing.
That's if I was perfect, but
You
don't
try,
worry.
sir. You try.
I was trying.
Yes.
You know, let me tell you something. That other, they told me, even that
Oh
my
my
former
God.
betrothed's mother, the family called me and told me, why not find something to be doing? I said, what do you mean I'm finding something to be doing? Like, so, say no,
It was not enough.
Get a job that you can be getting. I said, okay, what would you advise me to do? You know what they told me to go and do? That everyday supermarket. At least I can go there. That time every day was about to open newly. So I can go there, get job there, you know, stand and be opening door. That kind, at least start from somewhere. So that
Security guy.
you know, that was one of the indicators that I knew that these people cannot flow with me, because for you to look at
Your
me
vision
and
and theirs.
see me as there. See, even there are
Oh
things
my
I cannot
God.
do in this life because I know who I am, I know where I am going. So that one no follow. I know say you get things, you'll be doing things, but that one no. So I was like, oh really? They say yes.
Make I enter this camera thing. He gave my mouth to talk.
Talk
Make I
am.
talk him.
Talk mama.
When I saw him,
Yes.
he said about he's a photographer, and I look at him. He has the body. I told him, number one, you're a model. Number two, you're a millionaire. I told him.
I laugh him.
He started laughing.
Millionaire, but she go bill me, say, as you're coming, buy ice cream.
And you go
see,
and buy.
ladies, I said always bill the guy you are dating.
Yes. I
If you
wanted
don't bill
to.
him, how you go take know whether in day generous
or not. Billing, I mean, is not negative.
but bill him
Do you
to
understand?
buy you things that you know you can afford for yourself. Oh.
The things I can afford for myself.
Yes, now,
Is that what?
don't bill a
is
man
that
to
what
buy you what
billing?
you cannot afford
Is
for
that what
yourself. Now.
billing?
Yes,
Okay.
that's
You
billing.
can't bill a man.
That's billing.
You know,
That's the
people
billing that
turn
is allowed.
relationship into supermarkets.
Yeah.
Something you cannot buy, your dad cannot buy for you. You're telling a man to buy for you. You're lazy.
Ah, why
I'm
would
a
you buy to me?
valuable woman. Do you understand? I have values. My money can get me anything I want. So if I tell you to get it for me, I'm watching you to know whether
They said I should buy ice cream.
you go and buy
I went
us
every
ice
day.
cream.
She
And buy us
told me
small.
the liter I should buy you. I went there, I saw the amount.
You went there and buy us small.
I saw the amount.
small
I was
cup.
like, Jesus. The amount is something at that time, in a month. I never see that kind of
Oh my God.
ice cream with the one leak. Now I said the ice cream, no, that I brought the small one, I brought it back.
And
My
we
daughter, I know
know.
what my daughter told me. She came and told me, Uncle Apple. That time she used to call me Uncle Apple.
She took it to the kitchen.
This ice cream he bought, can I show you the type we used to leak?
Because
Took me
who
inside
buy
the room.
it?
Took me inside the room. You know these small children these days are too smart.
Oh my
Bucket hand. I saw buckets of that ice
buckets,
cream.
you will see it.
Buckets on buckets. So I knew that it's not as if it's every Sunday they leak it.
And you
said,
still
okay.
went ahead.
I said okay.
Oh my God.
I don't want to come out because this one passed me up.
my
But like I said, I've never seen anybody that has supported me the way she has supported
Oh.
me. Even my parents, they don't believe in my they know I'm a good guy, but they don't believe in some
The
things I
first
do.
picture,
Yes.
our daughter's graduation.
Yes.
So I told him you're going to cover it.
Must you say it?
I must say it. So this one, I must say it. Please, I have to carry my flowers. Somebody get flowers ready for me.
Yes.
Because I am a strong woman.
Yes.
This guy took us for this picture. By the time he delivered the picture, I don't know whether to cry or to laugh.
She knows we delete the pictures.
He's there. He's there. But I told him, oh, wow, you are wonderful. The best photographer in the whole world.
Wow.
This is beautiful.
No be
I
joke.
said, I said, now,
Not
why?
be- Nah, when I look at those people, I'll be like, come on, nonsense.
He
This is
he
like-
always, it's there. It's in my phone. So he was,
You say it's
Me said
nonsense.
nothing and nonsense I
he was
snap.
like, how am I? I said, you will do well. Oh, let's run a full package. I said, now we are ready for photographing. I called my friend. I said, I don't know that this guy does food. He said, my birthday is coming. I said, come, we'll take you out. I started giving him inspiration. I said, you know what? We do inside.
Wow.
We do outside. I turned my
She
parlor. I
did-
said, I'm giving you a
Wow.
studio right now. So I turned my parlor into a studio.
Wow.
Because I saw a young man.
Let me tell you something. She didn't
Wow.
give
With feature.
me. She didn't give me money.
I didn't give him money.
She never for one day said
Me, when they cook mama
take-
put, I get money.
take money. But you know what she gave me? She gave me ideas. She gave me purpose. She gave me ginger. Oh, Hannah, what ginger? You get some people say, you know, say if you do this thing, but you leave at the court to do one.
I
I'm
swear.
that kind of person. I know I can do this, but
You're
will
not
be that
sure.
complacent, like, nah, should I waste this energy and do this? Let me just do something.
It wasn't a thing when I met
She
him.
pushed me to
your
my limit, to
limits.
pass my breaking point self. The day she told me you start editing your pictures first, that time I'll get a full package job. I'll call a photographer, I'll pay him, I'll call this one, I'll pay. At the end of the day, the money I made, I'll have
It's
shared it
nothing.
between everybody. She observed the first one. And that's women, when you're dating a man, they
Wow.
observe. Babes know they observant. You understand? The issue today is that many ladies are not even observing. You're dating a guy, you don't know where he's staying. You're dating a guy, you don't know
You just want to meet
his
in the
streams of
joints
income.
and eat.
What you know is that when you ask for any money, he gives you. That's what you know. When you ask for anything, he gives you. What you know, you understand? She, as if she was observing me, so she noticed that these guys are editing, these guys are collecting money, these guys are
Yeah,
putting
they're
their
just
logos
ripping you
where
off.
You are their
You're just
boy.
and you're the one getting the jobs.
And it's my jobs.
My
She
God.
now told me you start editing. I said, the job that she insisted I must edit, that particular, I can't forget that particular job, is the job that in that year, that particular guy I shot his wedding, that guy gave me more. It was that job that stabilized my business in this way.
Till date.
Wow.
Till today, that guy is still giving me
Till
jobs.
date. Till tomorrow.
I had issues with the guy that edits for me because of that job.
Because of that job.
Because he was like,
Because
he must
you said
edit.
no.
So when he started insisting he must edit, I was now like, why are you insisting he must edit?
I told him that whoever edits is your master. Because you edit, you put your logo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? I said, now, you said you are airborne media. You are not airborne media. You're only running a package for them.
For someone.
So what will happen here now is, you see that drone, when do you fly drone? He tells me, I said, I'll snap.
She wanted to enter field with me.
If you're flying, I'm snapping.
That's how she started photography. That's how she started.
You looked at me. People were making jest of me.
Oh.
So ordinary photographer, I said, don't worry, give us 2 years. It will no longer be an ordinary photography.
Wow.
It's going to be a field.
And the results are
Today,
everywhere
photography
now.
is one of the biggest lucrative businesses.
The
now.
results are
No, we didn't put on our
everywhere.
uniform because we know we're coming for,
We always dress the same way.
Anywhere you go,
They
it's
dress the
it.
same way. They dress the same way normally. So,
Wow.
That field, I'm like a guy.
Wow. So away from this now, I wanted to ask again. How do you
I
intend
didn't answer your
to...
question. What my dad's reaction.
Okay, you didn't answer that
I was
question.
about to answer it.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So when I went to my dad, I called him, I told him I wanted to see him. He already knew I wanted to see him because gossip has already started going around. People are telling that they are seeing his son with the sugar mommy, blah, 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 blah. Church people.
Church people.
So it's church people.
Church people
It's
were
your
against you
see,
too.
It's your brethren that will hurt you.
Ma, church people were they against you too?
Me personally, yes.
You.
Yeah. It's not. It's funny that I understand why people are against. I won't say against, but why people are concerned. I'll call it concerned.
I
Wow.
don't blame them.
I won't blame them because they don't understand. What you don't understand,
You
people criticize what they don't understand.
They don't.
You understand? So it's
I
normal.
said I'm older than him.
So
yeah.
and for them, it's in their best interest. It's my best. It's in our
So
best
you
interest.
got the heat more than her? Or was it
Where now?
proportional?
Where?
He got the heat.
But to be the man.
But the thing is, say I know.
I'm not
Send.
going to marry myself. So you have to marry with conviction. If I am the one, old boy, be in front so that
Yes,
the
ma'am.
bullet will be coming.
The
to
bullet
you.
was. It's me that it has to hit first.
And I do. I told God
when that video went viral.
accept me without any.
When that video went viral,
my mental health can't.
When that video went
carry
viral, she was pissed off. That first video that went viral, that even when she saw that makeup
Almost
video,
became
she wanted to change it for the makeup artist that posted that video on
almost
TikTok.
became sick.
I thought
Really?
I thought that you verse for waiting.
He said, well,
Leave something now. Waiting you need. You
was
better thank
happy.
God. Say God they expose this thing every day. Because
Okay, you didn't want that.
the idea was we wanted to do our thing low key. The idea was to just go do the court wedding, tell my dad, do a little. Because even our church wedding, people didn't know, but it was on a Tuesday. It was a low.
Lovers' Day.
Wanted to do everything low key. I didn't want that because I know attention will just bring more stones.
Problems.
So I didn't want any attention. But when I posted my court wedding picture on Facebook, funny enough, that's the first time I knew about who TMT Pilot is. I don't know TMT Pilot. I've never. It's a Facebook. I don't really follow. I just come on Facebook and just post my thing and go.
TMT carried your
It
wedding.
was TMT that
Yes, it
carried
was one
my
that
court
brought
wedding,
our court
not
wedding.
white. Court wedding that we did in. He just. I woke up that morning, one morning like that.
We went to the village.
I was at home. After I had confirmed my dad told me, okay, fine.
We've done
He said,
everything.
okay, fine.
Okay.
Same as...
How did he say fine? When I met him, I told him, CC, I'm about to get my. So he told me, okay, so he knows already. But he now
But
said,
you also
okay.
wanted to
So
say it first.
he now called the name of the other person. Say, okay, so have you met with? I said, it's not that person. No. He looked at me. You know, even if you're the one, you feel like this guy is confused, wouldn't you?
True.
So he was like, so who is the person? So I showed him her picture. He already knows. They already know her. You understand? It's not as if she's a stranger to the family.
But you're making it official
we
now.
work together. Now I'm trying to tell you now that this is somebody I'm in love with.
Yes.
My father looked at me. He didn't know what to say. What he just said was, okay, well, that's why I like a spiritual man. That's the same thing I would do now
You're just
if
so
I have
lucky.
my children. If you come and tell me something I can't understand, I'll tell you I'll pray about it. Because I know where I will go. I know if that thing is legit or not. So my dad said, let's pray about it. I told him that I'm not praying. No. Me, I don't pray.
You don't make up your mind
Me, I
already.
dey convinced. So go and pray.
You should pray. We are convinced.
To be honest with you, that's one thing that made me validate my father's spirituality. He's not a popular priest. They even hide himself because, because when he comes out, he doesn't follow in doing certain, so they find a way to
Sideline him, yeah.
But But that's the day I confirmed his own. I said, at least any spirit where they communicate with, you quite active for that.
True.
Because he said, I told him, yeah, you pray about it. After you pray about it, come and you call me. I think it was about 2 weeks later or so. My mom will call you. Mama. For my mom to call and ask my daughter-in-law. I say, daughter-in-law. I say she's here. Say give her phone. They talk. For my mother to be on board.
So get back to me now.
The Popsy has entered. He has already given his consent.
When he proposed to me, I was like, men don't usually have issue. Do you understand? Men don't usually have
like
issue.
father-in-law.
Like father-in-laws. But now I'm women. So what I told God, I didn't tell him. What I told God is that, okay, now I've accepted this ring. Let the mother welcome me herself into the family. I didn't tell him anything. She like in the past, I was rolling with her business-wise. We do one or two things together. During my mom's burial, she was there for me. We were doing things like colleague. We're colleagues, nothing pure. Do you understand? I said, but let that be the one. The son has proposed. Let her be the one to talk to
Confirm.
me. So when he took the message home, some weeks later, Momsy called me. I call her Asam. I love that woman.
Sorry.
She called me and said, the kind of daughter-in-law I want, you have it.
Wow.
I don't actually want a child. I don't want a woman who doesn't. She usually say a flavor. So I told me a flavor. I told somebody who has. She started listening. I don't need to tell you about that. But what happened is that I never faced any rejection from his side.
Wow.
Not for once. And he didn't face that from my side.
So the moment my family came on board, her family came up, I knew it's done. Because family is
so any other thing from anywhere, any arrow from outside,
is on their
they are on their own, 100%.
They're on their own.
On their own, 100%.
We went for counseling. We met our marriage counselor. Big shout out to our marriage counselor.
Everybody loves us.
So on in the other room now, you know, I said I was going to ask this question. In the other room,
I should be the one in charge.
Yes, you should be in charge. I'm trying this question to you. Who initiates the whole sexual thing first? You or your husband?
Okay, I was the kind of if I come and marry the Catholics may come after me. So I'm not talking about your own kind of one Mary. You understand? I'm this kind of person that I'm not actually sexually alert kind of person. Do you understand? I'm not this kind of something happened. So I'm not this sexy. Let's go and do it kind of. But when you look at me, I have my chains on my leg, waist, yes. But people judge me. You know, I'm a typical example of
a pastor. You say you're a pastor,
yes.
so you
when they look at me, no, I'm that kind of radical.
When she told me she was a pastor, when she said I'm a pastor,
my swag.
I was like, I dressed back like
I was wearing one of my
short skirts, short gown. Sorry, I was like, hey, pastor.
My bead.
So when she said Christ
bead
Embassy,
bead on my legs.
When she said Christ Embassy, I was not like, okay, I know those guys are dope. They are packaged, they are fresh.
No, see my nose.
So I
you see my nose here?
I can understand.
I'm not a regular kind of pastor. Like he said, a conviction. I work on conviction. I don't work on man's conviction. You're not going to sit on the judgment throne. To judge me. If I am me, I don't hide me from anybody. Do you understand? I don't take me away from anybody because you only talk. I know my communication with my maker.
And that is it.
And before I was, made a pastor, I pastored in 4 churches in Christ Embassy.
Really?
Yes. 4 churches. Christ Embassy Nekede, Christ Embassy Mbano, Christ Embassy Urasa, Christ Embassy Okiwe. And I produced desired results. I decided, yes, I'm not on stage right now, but that doesn't stop me from being a minister.
Anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. Do you understand? So that formed me from 2003 to when I met him. So you can see that I'm a stiff kind of person. But do you know what?
All these spiritual people, the
This
is where she dey pray. This is where she dey pray. When I go forget. When I go see sleep. And you know what? This is what I asked God for. I told God I want a. You know this thing they used to call. You know this thing they call Rihanna with Mercy Chinwo vibes. I don't know how you used to say it. Like you want a slave queen
total package
with you want total package. When I know what I don't carry the last total package. we go kabash still slay kwa.
And my faith is big. Wow. I don't believe in impossibility. I don't believe in it. It's not in my dictionary. If I tell you this is going to happen, it's going to happen. That's just me. Wow. Do you understand? But I told him once and I said, look at me, this is it. And that was on our wedding night. I said, teach me.
Teach me.
Teach me, I am ready. Yeah.
So you're the lecturer. You're the lecturer in this.
See, God knows I've done things. I lived life, so
I told him to teach me, carry me along, and I want to be your student. But right now, I don't think that he can beat me to it. A big shout out to Lady Kate Eze, the convener of MRS.DIAMONDAPPLE. You know, she's a woman that understands marriage. She's grooming. I think I'll come back for MRS, or we go for her, or I will come back personally to come and talk about MRS with my husband. So let me not bore us with long story, but she taught us how to take. We call it collecting orgasm. We tell the women, instead of hunting to go and fight and make trouble in your home, go and hunt for orgasm.
Orgasm has caused a lot of problems, actually.
Some women has not reached.
They don't even know what it is. Some women have not tasted it before.
I know what it is.
A lot of them pretend to be.
I know what it is.
To have had.
Even if we're having issue now, I'll tell them, okay, now you're doing this now so that we will not collect orgasm this night. Cut it off. We will do. We will do. We'll go do. I will come for it. One thing is that we bet together for this years in marriage. We bet together. We eat together. We sleep together. We'll do things together.
So if he's not there, you must wait for him to come
Yes, I will
back.
wait for him until he comes back. It is like that. So I go for it. I know what blows his mind. So because now I've started, I feel it too. So if I want, I don't hide it. I go straight and tell him. Oh yeah, I will do. There are things I know he can't resist. I hunt for it. Go for your husband. It's nothing wrong telling your husband that I'm honey. Nothing wrong telling your husband you're boy.
It's a big problem for women.
Nothing wrong.
For real, for real.
it's not just the women. Even see, let me tell you something. We are talking as if it's women that are just. Let me tell you, as a man can work with something. See, men know this now. Tell you, you get as you go take relate with woman. Even if her mind no day there, her mind go there. I don't even understand. Me personally now, from the angle of men, from the angle as a man now, like I said, you have heard this is someone that was like stiff. You understand? So how was she able to now get flexible?
What did you do?
Is that why I said is you as the man that would your wife, your woman, or let me say your wife is like the clay, you are the potter. And you go mold them. See, sometimes I'll come to town, I'll be passing one of these stores, I'll just see one night. Almost all her nights wears. Now me they buy.
Like 5%.
Anything I like, maybe I'm scrolling through Instagram like this, I see one sexy something like that. I go start to the track them. Once I see her for town, I'll carry my go buy her. My own is just to come back, show her the thing. She was once she her body. Once she rock her. You cannot just, you understand, everywhere with this, you understand, it's you that will package up. But when you see most men, you're eyeing ladies outside because of certain things they are wearing, certain ways they are looking, you understand? Meanwhile, your wife, you know, say most times the men cheat with girls when no reach their wives
At all.
Meanwhile, your wife now times 10
I think I should talk about that one.
of that girl outside.
I want to exonerate men from that. Do you understand? A sexually satisfied man is a happy man.
True.
Quote me anywhere. A sexually satisfied man is a happy man. So, I am his wife. That's number one. Legally, I'm his wife. I am his side chick.
Say it louder.
I am his side chick.
Good.
And I am his
Girlfriend.
girlfriend.
His
anything.
mistress.
Do you understand anything? So I serve as anything. At times, so there are something we want to talk. I said, okay, now I want to talk as your side chick. At the time, I say, as this your side chick, I dey enjoy you because, man, oh boy, you too much. You too
This is
much.
so
So he
interesting.
will never go out there, and I'm afraid. I heard about women saying you don't touch your husband's phone. They make phone.
I
That
wanted to
you
also
touch
ask.
phone, you get BP. They wait phone.
Cheating.
Our passwords,
Cheating in union.
Our
Cheating
password.
How do you
phone.
intend to handle it in future in case
This phone,
it ever
will not-
happens?
He will not.
He will not cheat.
No,
He will
don't speak
not.
for me.
I
Let
said
me
he
speak for
will
myself.
not.
Wait.
Not this phone.
Really?
Yes.
This is the thing. You asked about something. You said cheating in future.
Yes.
How do we?
How does she intend to handle it, or you yourself?
If who cheats?
If
me.
who?
If he cheats,
Let me tell you something. There's something I say it openly. I don't hide my talk. I know
So
if he cheats,
record it.
okay, you know if he
I
cheats.
cannot sleep with another woman.
Hmm.
Ask me why.
Why?
You know, I've said this thing to. I haven't told a lady this thing before. She asked me why. It's not as if I'm not. See, it's funny. If I sleep with you, you will become addicted to me. You don't go want to leave me. So you don't want to let me rest.
Exactly.
But aside that, sleeping with you, is it for fun or what? Because beyond, you people see sex as fun. like we were talking before we started, there's a different, I have a different view of sex. Sex is beyond just fun. So me personally, it's not even based on I have respect for my wife. Because there are men that respect their wife, but they still cheat.
They still cheat, yeah.
You understand? It's not about respect for my wife. It's not about respect for, it's about the implication of sex and what sex stands for. And I'm not ready
for the implications
to go that way with any other person except my wife. So if I'm going to sleep with you, that means it's either that you are my wife. And I don't know how I would get married to you, Kwame, because where I'm coming from, polygamy doesn't exist, divorce doesn't exist. So you can say I'm stuck here. And I'm stuck with my choice. Like, it's not like they made me, people get married for different, people get married because they want children. So
these men being polygamous and all that is not for you.
It's life from the pit of hell. Where are they getting that from?
When marriage was instituted, it was one man, one woman.
Solomon had how many?
Forget Solomon.
Okay.
You know that's what people do. Let me tell you, the first marriage, go and check history. This is not nice, it has facts. There are two origins of marriages that are recorded in history. One is of Indian origin. I think that's Shiva and Shita. Yeah, there's an Indian origin to marriage. It was one god and his goddess. It was one man and one woman. One male and one female. Then the religious one we know is Adam and Eve.
Okay.
It's not Adam, Eve, and another
person.
And then maybe it's not Adam, Eve, and Evelyn. It was Adam and Eve. So the original. That's what I tell men. I tell men when I speak to them is, as a man, your body structure was wired for one woman to be able to satisfy you all your life.
Speak it loud, though. They need to hear this.
As a man,
yes,
your original structure, sexual structure, was wired in a way that one woman is enough to satisfy you.
No more excuses. Is that
you don't need to taste. They will tell you, how can you eat only one soup all your life? Sex is not soup. You understand? As a man, you are wired to have only one woman all your life. She's enough to satisfy you. The reason why one woman is not satisfying is because something has altered your factory setting.
And again, is that the ladies are not playing their games very well. I say that I'm a pro. Yeah, I am.
Did you just say you're a pro on camera?
On camera. I'm not ashamed to say I'm sleeping with my husband. I learned.
What else are we supposed
in
to
the
do?
pro? She just said she's a pro. So
no, it's not prostitute. I mean, I'm professional. You understand?
It's the other room.
Oh, yes.
The other room.
I was talking about the chair. We brought that chair.
Yes.
His mind didn't go to it, but me, I've seen another stadium.
You've gone ahead.
Another a place ground. I told him. I took him there. He sat down. I showed him the style. He screamed. He said, "You're a bad girl. I said, bad girl for you. I'll be a bad anything good to take it. The women should take over, please. Some men don't like cheating. I think next time you call me, let me come and talk about who exactly I am. I'm a counselor.
Okay.
I hear stories every day. Some men that are cheating don't want to cheat. 85% is from their women. But I'm not going to talk about it because we're here to talk about ourselves. So what I'm saying is that my game is up.
The game is up.
So then women, what you should look out for, not just every random man out there. Look at like I said, I was looking for, Abraham said he was looking for a city where God is the maker. I was looking for, actually when I defined what I wanted, people were saying you're looking for, this is God now. I said, but I think I'll find my God. So, a man who respects. You have heard what he said about cheating.
Yes.
He didn't just say it here. When we were not dating. This is one man that respects whoever he was with then. He doesn't play with her.
And that's why he had to break up to be with you.
I didn't even know. I didn't anticipate it. This marriage wasn't planned.
Wow. Tell me,
I didn't
buy this thing for your girlfriend
at the time.
Buy this thing for your
when
girlfriend.
You're going to her, greet her for me, buy this for her. Yes. We were making shirts. I'll tell him, take out some shirts, give it to her. I was like, how do we? What are we looking for? What are we going to talk about? What will give him the liver? Do you understand?
Yes.
I didn't bring myself that you can come climb up. So I believe that when he came to me, I knew it was God talking to me. Wow. Because we're not lying down. I'm not on top of you. Do you understand? So you look out for a man who respects God, a man who fears and respects God.
First of all,
will respect you. A man who has no fear of God. Because that thing he goes to do there, only God sees him. You're not going to see him. Like people say, don't touch phone. I touch phone. I don't tiptoe to carry phone. I say, babe, can I carry your phone? He will give me. I work with his phone. He's not afraid of saying, oh, baby, my phone is there. He's not afraid of touching my phone.
Well, our passwords are the same.
Our passwords are the same.
Like two of us have the same password.
We did password because of our daughter. Right now, our daughter knows our password. So that in case of tomorrow,
She's
If
able
anything
to
happens,
access.
she knows she has access. Our card, she has access.
Wow.
They say save money, hide money from a man. We don't have money. If I can do business with you. You send the money to his account. Transparency. So look for a man. Not every man will agree to that. I mean, I wasn't ready for war. I don't want to be in war. I don't want to marry somebody. Your phone is my onions. We can't drum. I don't need an onions. I have a lot of onions out there.
Yes.
And he was that. He's a believer of transparency. So everything we did, in fact, based on his age, I told we are intentional. Get a man who is intentional in building a happy home, not just building a home. There's a house, there's a home.
There's a home.
There's a happy home.
There's a happy home.
There's a house. There's a
home.
home.
And
there's a happy home.
So we are in for
a happy home.
That's what you look at for. Not just
congratulations.
For the guys, what to look out for? Look, like I told you before, look for who understands you and supports you. Look for who will support you. Look for who will support is not to financially. Look for who is going to complete you. The Bible says when he finds he that finds a wife has found a good thing and obtained favor with God. And when Adam needed a companion, when the woman came, she came to complete him.
Wow.
So that lady you're looking at, is she a plus to you
or a minus?
Or is she, ever since she came into your life, has she been taken away from you?
Wow.
It's left for you to decide. It's left for you to find out by yourself. That I said, these are not things that you come and we'll just list out certain things for you and say, go, once you can see these things, these are you will have to pay attention and know who you are dating and who you want to take to marry, because marriage is a one-way street.
It's in fact it's a one-way street. Yeah. And you said your marriage has really made up a lot of broken marriages too. You said over 20 marriages.
Yes. Has not broken marriage, has brought to limelight, like people that were dating have
come out and gotten married. Younger guy, older woman have come out and
really.
Yes,
you've seen it happen.
That's why I told you that many people are doing.
I cancel people on every day. My phone now. That was why when I wanted to go offline, he said no, don't put it on flight mode because your people will be waiting for you. I cancel people. This marriage is because I've
so people have actually come to meet you.
Yes.
To have this discussion with you and say,
wow, how are you able to do it? Because they have somebody like that.
Wow.
A whole lot.
If
I put it on my table, I have over 50. But 20 has been perfected.
Wow.
Do you understand?
And that's a good one.
This is God's plan.
This is God's plan. So people, you've heard it all. Is this not just interesting? I must commend this union. And I thank God for making it perfect as always. All right. We're about to round up from the Governor TV Official. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on the Governor Official, on YouTube, on With My Full Chest. Thank you very, very much, Mr. and Mrs. Diamond Apple.
Thank you so much.
Couple of the year. Thank you so much and bye for now.